Welcome to the show. My name is Mike.
And I'm Matt.
And we are the Beings Worthy of Respect guys, the guys who write, direct, and produce the sketches you see here every week.
Every Tuesday, in fact. We put up a new video every Tuesday, and you might have noticed that we didn't do that this week. We have something extra special for you.
The one and only Mr. Phil Jackson.
The Zen Master, former coach of the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Lakers, 11-time NBA champion, and the acclaimed and celebrated author of Sacred Hoops.
Phil, in your own words, can you describe yourself for us?
20 years of coaching basketball in the NBA.
There's so much more than that, though.
You know, the thing you notice about your first coach is your humility. You're one of the most humble people I've ever met.
Because we told him to bring all the rings. He has 11 championship
Where are
rings.
I had to go to a safe deposit box and get all these rings out of safe deposit box.
But they're not here.
But you didn't. You only have the one ring on.
And this is the 96, the team that won 72 championships.
Games, 72 games.
We know what he meant. Take it easy. Coach has had a couple to drink so far today. Easy mistake, honest mistake. One of the things that I love about you, Coach, is that you love metal. Evanescence was playing the first time we met. It's kind of our song now. You love Metallica, you love Megadeth, all that stuff.
I decided about 10, 12 years ago that I was going to start going to live music again.
Which is great.
Which is great, and that's how you came upon Evanescence. You told us that.
And I mentioned to you off the air that it was a...
Coach is kind of nodding off. Once again, he is drunk.
Let's address the elephant in the room, as you said, because you're enabling him, frankly, at this point. Phil, would you say it's fair for me to mention that you have a bottle in your mouth and it's been tipped back for about the last 10 minutes?
Yeah, I would say that's fair.
You know, and I want to make it clear that we didn't get Coach drunk. We didn't do this. He came here this way. His car, he drives this battered Lexus because he gets in a lot of car accidents.
Which is, in fact, how we met.
Which is how we met him.
Phil Jackson hit you with his car.
You know, let's just not go back and rehash that again. There's no reason to get into the.
I think there is.
I'm on Coach's side here. It was traumatic, and it makes him look bad. And we're friends.
Tell the story. Tell the story of how we met Phil Jackson.
Okay. All right. So Mike and I are at the Grove. And how would you describe the Grove?
It's kind of an outdoor mall, like celebrities go there and stuff.
That's exact. And they have a farmer's market there with great food. So we go there to get lunch. And if you know me personally, you know that I've been trying to get hit by a car for years. It's always been a dream of mine to maybe be lollygagging through an intersection, just get clipped and then get a blank check from somebody. Mm-hmm. And I've really been working on that employment opportunity for a long time, and it finally paid off. I was going around a blind corner pretty quickly, as I'm wont to do. And I saw a Lexus. So what's the trifecta you were saying? For somebody like me looking to get hit by a car.
Yeah, for anybody who wants a lawsuit, if you see a guy in a Lexus,
check.
If he's blasting very loud music,
Evanescence, check.
And if he's drinking straight from a bottle.
I think it was Everclear, check.
That's proof in the pudding right there.
And I didn't even notice that it was Coach Jackson immediately. I thought he would brake when I was going to get hit, so I was expecting just to get jumped and having to act the injury, but he kind of accelerated into it. I think he was going for the brake and hit the gas in an accident.
I think he was going for the accelerator.
I don't think so. When I came to, he was dragging me, and I was more starstruck than anything. I mean, here's Coach Phil Jackson.
He was trying to put you into a dumpster so you'd never be found.
You know, that's what you have to do.
I don't know if that's fair to say. I think it was an honest mistake. I think Coach Jackson's a good guy. I think he liked me from first sight. I think we were...
Phil, yes or no, you tried to hit him and flee the scene?
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Coach, that was pretty callous.
He's in the throes of an addiction. You can't blame him.
You know, it's kind of a goofball thing to announce it.
I think it's pretty fair.
It's kind of a goofball. You almost killed a guy.
Yeah, I'm still not thinking right, Coach. But I'm happy I got the chance to meet you, and it was, in that sense, it was well worth it.
You just fall off the wagon, so to speak.
Well, we're talking about your drinking now.
Yeah, he's a drinker for sure.
It's sad.
booze on his breath, as concussed as I was evident almost immediately. I smelt it really quickly.
By the way, Phil, so part of the reason that we got this podcast going was to let people know that Phil Jackson is clean and sober. And in fact, your AA sponsor specifically decided to monitor this, right?
So obviously he's watching it carefully.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a stake in your sobriety, which you've proven conclusively is not the case.
So let's go back again to that car accident. Mike was smart enough to there were two options on the table. One, Phil cuts a blank check. We blank check it, and the dream comes true. Option two, which we obviously went with, was Coach Jackson participates in this podcast. He comes by, and he was interested after a while once we kind of found out that we had a place for him.
Now they have to figure out, are we going to use this guy in the best possible form and support him?
I mean, probably one of the symptoms of his alcoholism is using the wrong pronouns. Phil's right in the room with us, of course.
Yeah, I think there might be some sort of dissociative disorder. In a purely academic sense, Coach, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you. I'm still a big fan.
So we explained the podcast, and this was me because you were delirious.
I wanted to hear them out as to why they were doing what they were doing and what their rationale was.
Just basically because we are big fans of Phil's, and
Huge fans, and we thought up once that we heard the metal music and it was Phil Jackson, we put two and two together, and we came up with this concept, and here we are.
so Phil, just a couple rapid fire questions. First of all, Kobe in Colorado, the rape case. What do you think of all that?
He did everything right.
Ooh, Coach. I don't think he meant that. I think he misheard the question.
Did you mishear it?
No.
Oh man.
Coach is a good guy. Trust me. Looking into his eyes, they're beautiful, and he is a good man.
Phil, just quickly before we wrap up, do you have any advice for two budding young podcasters who are trying to make it in this world?
You don't try to do too much yet.
Pretty good. Good
That's
advice.
the clearest, most rational, coherent thing you've said since I've known you, Coach.
Second, how would you describe this show to others?
Wow. That's a good question.
Specifically, Michael and Kobe, I'm interested to see what they think about us.
They have a nice, rapport.
That's okay.
I hope for something a little more along the lines of, I've met a new best friend. You got to meet these guys. Something like that.
No.
That hurts a little bit, Coach. I'm a little disappointed. But okay, I appreciate your candor.
Follow-up question. Are you going to get sober for the next show?
No.
Okay.
Fair enough. He's honest. That's all you can ask for.
Anyway, I thought this went pretty well. How do you feel it went?
I feel great about it. I'm just so inspired by you right now, Coach Jackson.
Phil, your comments? What do you think?
Pretty solid.
Good. Oh, shit. He just passed out.
Looked like he was going to vomit a second ago, but he just went straight to pass out. And he's peeing. It's really unhealthy looking.
Our recording studio's in my bedroom. He's peeing onto my bed and his urine is brown.
It's like neon brown, if that's was a color.
Okay.
He's
so,
really malnutrition. I bet this guy hasn't drank water in weeks.
God, we need to clean Phil up. So
It
let's
smells
just
really
wrap the
bad
show.
in here.
Let's just wrap the show if we could.
I can't handle this.
Okay, so we're done. That's the show. Enjoy. Come back next week. My name is Mike.
I'm Matt.
And this was Phil Metal Jackson.